Madison Cawthorn. It's the pictures that I think are flowing around the internet right now. Let's just take a look at them first off and just see what's happening here. So Madison Cawthorn was caught in, I guess not necessarily caught, but voluntarily took part in this party photo where he appears to be wearing women's lingerie and hanging out with several women, having a good old time, drinking some wine, having an excellent time. Now this is, of course, as Madison Cawthorn has talked about how he's been raised as a strong, proud, cis male, white American Christian who doesn't deal with all this nonsense, and he definitely talks badly about anyone else that doesn't live the way he lives. Apparently he was lying. So first of all, there was a disclaimer from Politico who exclusively had these photos and released them. This is their disclaimer. Politico could not independently verify the photos, which are screenshots of original images. They were provided to Politico by a person formerly close to Cawthorn and his campaign. A second person formerly close to Cawthorn and his campaign confirmed the origin of the photos. The date the photos were taken is unclear, though they appear to show Cawthorn sitting in a wheelchair, indicating the event happened after his accident. In the photos, he's wearing a distinctive pendant necklace that has appeared in other images and videos of Cawthorn. So they're just looking at certain things that are in it that could identify this as being a real picture. Because it did look a little odd. I was like, there's something odd about this picture. His head's turned a certain way, maybe it's badly done, but apparently people working with his campaign have confirmed that. Politico couldn't independently though. So let's take a look at what he has said about some of those weird ways that other folks act. Watch this really fast.
Take notes, Madam Speaker. I'm about to define what a woman is for you. XX chromosomes, no tallywhacker. It's so simple.
It's very simple. I'm sure he has a problem with anyone that's not what he perceives to be a woman dressing like he was dressed in that photo. He's tweeted about this as well. He goes, there's only one God and two genders. Get back to common sense. Well, he's gonna throw God in there as if that has anything to do with that point there. Also, he says, I think that we have bred a generation of soft men, and that generation has created a lot of problems in our society and our culture. He said this in March of last year. And as on a podcast, he said it's designed to reclaim and restore masculinity in a society that is ever more dismissive of what it means to be a man. And as we saw, we mentioned Ketanji Brown Jackson and what she went through her confirmation hearings, and they were like, what's a woman? What's a woman? And what's a woman? By the way, before we open this up, because I think we should know, Madison Cawthorn apparently did respond to this fallout, and he said this. I guess the left thinks goofy vacation photos during a game on a cruise taken way before I ran for Congress is going to somehow hurt me. They're running out of things to throw at me. Share your most embarrassing vacay pics in the replies, and he has an emoji of his head slapping, whatever. So that's his response. So he's basically confirmed it. He's 100% confirmed it. Those photos were from way back before he ran for Congress, which
way back, isn't he like 26? How far back could it be?
To me, sounds like he has these beliefs because he's now in Congress. Because apparently, if you saw these photos of anyone else, you'd say, I can't believe that they're not living up to the traditional American values that I've always believed in, that we have to get back to if we're gonna progress in this country. When he says things like that, when it's about him. But that was way, way back. That was way back before he ran for Congress. So that tells me that once you're in Congress, Madison, you're supposed to become a complete and utter liar. And then actually put other people's lives and freedoms and rights in danger just because you wanna progress your political career.
Yeah, normally I would say, man, I don't care about those pictures
100%.
At all. Who cares, right? Oh, you dress up as a woman for fun one day. Who cares, right? In fact, I can prove it. I don't care if Biden did it. I don't care if Trump did it. And Rudy Giuliani literally did do it for an SNL skit. And then Trump, I think, molested him or whatever in the skit. I don't remember exactly, right? But it was Trump and Giuliani. Giuliani was dressed as a woman. So what, okay? We're the good guys. We don't care about that. But Madison Cawthorn cares about it, or at least he says he cares about it, and he says that it creates soft men. So, I mean, hey, Madison, I don't think you should lose your seat or anything like that because of this, but are you soft? The American people wanna know. I mean, they do absurdity and they attack good, decent Americans for political gain, and then they do it at home, right? So just know, if you're a Republican voter, none of your politicians mean it at all.
None of them.
None of them. They laugh at you behind the scenes, and then they have a big belly laugh about family values. They're like, I'm bringing the girls, and I'll dress up as a girl. I said, family values, the family values, soft men, whatever. Where's my lipstick? Okay, just know that that's the reality.
Yeah, I mean, frankly, this is the most likable thing that Madison Cawthorn has ever done, in my opinion. I agree with you. And I also think that it's so interesting that, as you said, he's someone who really, has this very specific traditional understanding of what he understands masculinity to be. And anybody who steps outside of that, of his really narrow understanding of what it means to be a man, he completely demonizes. He's built his entire platform on this. And so it's so interesting to me that he knows in his own life that when he steps outside of what most people would consider to be traditional masculinity, it's fine, it's okay. But I think that it's one of those things where I think it just makes it clear that he is only saying that because it's looks good in public. I think that he's using it completely to score political points that harm marginalized people. And honestly, when I saw these pictures come out, the first thing that I thought was, how much worse is he about to get because he feels threatened by this? How much more is he going to lean into things like homophobia and transphobia and demonizing marginalized people because these photos are out there? So that honestly was my first thought when I saw these pictures.
Will it work though? Because he's gonna get people to hate him that are within his own party.
Yeah, look, Cawthorn is in trouble for a completely different reason, because he made up that ridiculous lie about how the Republicans are doing orgies, right? And so,
maybe
not. Or maybe he told the truth about Republicans doing orgies, right? I don't know. You look at the picture and you begin to think maybe he wasn't lying, right? So, but that's why the Republicans were super mad at him. Otherwise, all of this would have not, the Republican voters wouldn't care at all. Yeah. We just constantly are doing projection, guys. You have to understand this psychological concept. When you have a certain perspective, you naturally, as a human being, assume everyone has that perspective. So we care about hypocrisy. We think, that's a bad thing to do. You shouldn't say one thing and do the other thing, right? But Republicans, including their voters, don't care about hypocrisy. It's hard for us to get that through our head. But they think, you're beating up on transgender people and then on your off time dressing up as a woman and partying your ass off. They're like, great, that's wonderful. I don't care. Did you own the libs? You own the libs, great, I'm voting for you. I don't care at all. So it's hard for us that, honestly, we're being thick-headed. They don't care about logic, facts, reason, hypocrisy, none of those things concern them. So if it wasn't for the thing he had said earlier about his Republican colleagues, this wouldn't affect him at all.
Really fast, why does this matter when it comes to an elected representative? Because if they lie about something like this, they're of course lying about other policies. When it comes to your taxes, to your healthcare, to anything else, they will hoard the needs and then screw you over because they don't care about you. That's where the hypocrisy is a problem.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.